You know, the buzz at the start of the Orvis Saltwater Fly Fishing Festival every year is incredible. And this year, you can't quite believe it. There are now 140 people taking part in this event as we enter the 5th year of the festival. And this is why. Here we are at Hayling Island on a glorious sunny day, surf gently lapping, 3 days of fishing ahead of us. I can't wait to get started. And nor can the others taking part in a competition that's become one of the highlights of the annual fly fishing calendar.
It's fantastic. There's a lot of people here, more grounds, found some new grounds to fish. It's been really exciting, so I'm quite excited about it, to be honest.
It's all friends, isn't it? You know, it's close friends.
This is part of the reason we come every year, and it's not for the fishing, it's for this social element.
So I'm very much a beginner in saltwater. I've done a bit of freshwater fly fishing.
I've got a lot better since I first started, considering it was my first time I cast a fly and I was at this competition. Yeah, it's going all right. We're doing well.
This is a competition, of course, with prizes for those who catch the largest bass, mullet and other species. But primarily this event fuels a community of anglers who've been getting together to explore the south coast with a fly rod for the past 5 years. There's 25 miles of coastline to cover, with the variety provided by open beaches and tidal estuaries on the competition map. One of the things about the festival this year is that the fishing grounds have expanded massively. So we've gone all the way to Warsash, which is about 15 or 20 miles that way, and in that direction all the way to Bognor Regis. 25 miles of water to cover with 140 odd anglers spread far and wide. The event's grown to include a youth section this year too. Here's England junior fly angler Harry Sharratt showing the grown-ups how it's done, landing a 35 centimetre bass from the beach at Hayling Island on a fly he tied himself.
I cast it out as far as I can in the current and I just slowly give it long strips and it took my own fly, that one.
One you tied yourself?
Yeah.
Lives for it, loves this fishing. It doesn't matter whether it's trout, pike, carp, he catches carp on the fly as well. So, you know, this is just another tick in the box for him. He wanted to do it, so.
In addition, this year's festival's also playing host to Shane Davis, a school teacher who's using angling as a tool to help engage young people who struggle in mainstream education. Shane has found fly fishing has transformed the lives of some of the children he teaches.
You know, it mends souls. Fishing mends souls. You know, if you're experiencing a difficult time in your life and you go fishing, you're thinking about the fishing, you're not thinking about the difficult bit. And it's the same for these young people, and it's the same for all young people. For me as a practitioner, I can direct a young person to engage them in a classroom environment as a consequence of doing this. We can use measuring fish as a way to do maths. We can use writing a logbook of what you've caught as a way of doing English. And if we can, you know, if we could bottle it, it'd be amazing.
Fishing in saltwater using fly tactics can be frustrating, but when it goes well, it brings big smiles. Here's Tom Lambert with a bass that clearly deserves a cuddle. There are plenty of other fish landed too. So the main target species are bass and mullet, although there is a prize for the most different species like mackerel or flounder caught on the fly. For bass, anything over 40 centimetres is considered a cracker. The festival has been won with a fish over 70 centimetres before though. Any mullet, the ultimate fly fishing enigma of course, is a miracle. Last year the mullet prize was won with a fish over 50 centimetres. Everything's measured, then pictures are sent in to event headquarters on WhatsApp. They're verified before being added to the ever-changing leaderboard. This is a catch and release competition, so everything goes back to fight another day. On the subject of new adventures, how about fly fishing from a beach in the dark? This is the Yeti-sponsored night station, set up to allow anglers the chance to try and catch bass when they go on the feed as darkness falls. The fish, sadly, aren't in the mood this evening. In their place, there's friendship, a cold beer and a warm fire. All anglers here are united by the common ground they tread casting flies in the salt. It's also a place to learn and exchange information. Pete Kutzer's an Orvis guide in the USA who's made the trip over for the first time. His casting videos on YouTube are the stuff of legend, with millions of views of the tips he gives.
One thing that I still do to this day, and it's something, you know, a great piece of advice for anybody who's getting into fly casting and wants to get their cast to be a little bit better, is notice when I'm casting, I still watch my back cast.
Yeah, you do.
I watch my back cast all the time, you know, so I can see when that line goes straight, and then I know when I can make that forward cast. And it's almost become a habit now that I can't make a cast without watching my back cast.
While the social side of the festival is clearly all important, let's not forget there are prizes to be won. Steve Richards has claimed the bass prize before. This year he's caught both the biggest bass and also the biggest mullet.
It was luck. I literally stuck it in front of one, it hit it, and that's it.
That's all you need though, isn't it?
That is all you need. Just need a bit of luck, don't you? So it was just pure luck, you know. Stick a fly in front of it, wants to eat it, thank you very much.
The rules prevent Steve from a clean sweep, so he's decided he'll take the bass prize and leave the mullet award for someone else. That's Tom Barkley, who somehow managed to tempt a 50-centimetre mullet to grab a bass fly at 6 AM on the second day of the festival. So another saltwater festival is done and dusted, and I think the theme of this weekend has been very clear to me. The community that's grown around this incredible event over the last 5 years continues to get even stronger. People come, they learn stuff, and they pass it on to others. To me, that's what fly fishing is all about. What a brilliant event, and we'll see them again next year.